What is up, homies? Welcome back to Wise Money Management. Today we are diving into the essential topic of personal budgeting, something everyone loves to do. Just kidding, no one likes to do it, but it actually is very important to do, and we are going to teach you how to do it today, so let's get right into it. For the first step of making any budget, you need to assess your income and expenses. So you need to write out all your income streams. It's probably only going to be one or two, your main job or business and your side hustle, right? So you list those out and take your total amount and subtract it by all your expenses, like your food, your clothes, your rent, everything like that. And that's the first step to creating a budget. So the second step of budgeting is actually setting financial goals. So now that you know where your money is going, it's time to set some goals. Do you want to pay off debt or save for a vacation or build an emergency fund? It really ultimately is up to you. But saving for an emergency fund and paying off debt are two different things, and you need to have a plan for both. So if you want to pay off debt, you need to just stop spending so much money going out and for other stuff and focus on paying off your debt. But if you want to build an emergency fund, you need to just start saving as much money as you can up for the emergency fund. So the third step of creating a budget is actually creating the budget. With your income, expenses, and goals in mind, you need to create your budget. You need to start by subtracting your total expenses from your total income. Ideally, you want to have more money left over after paying all your expenses. If you find that your expenses exceed your actual income, it's time to make some adjustments and spend less money. Step number 4, controlling your spending, everyone's favorite part. No, I'm just kidding, everyone hates it, but it's part of what you need to do here. So firstly, you need to track your spending. You need to keep a close eye on where you're spending money and how you're spending it and what you're spending it on. You need to also cut down unnecessary expenses like gas station stops and stuff like that you don't need to do. The best thing, and my personal tip, is actually to use cash. Because when you spend cash, you have a personal attachment to the cash. Like you see it and you spend it versus spending money on PayPal and PayPaling someone or Venmo or Cash App or whatever. It's easier to send money on there than it is to actually give someone the money. And what you need, another tip is you need to avoid impulse purchases. So like buying something just because you want to buy it. If it's a big purchase, you need to wait at least a few hours. I recommend, sleeping on it and just deciding what you really want to do. Like, do you really need what you're about to buy? And then my last tip is actually to set up an emergency fund. Because sometimes, you're going to have an emergency, and even if it's only $1,000 or $2,000, it's still a lot better than having nothing left over for the emergency if it happens. Congratulations, you just created your first budget. It was probably easier than you thought it was, but with a little bit of discipline and consistency, you could probably be saving a lot every single month just by watching this video. So you're welcome. Thanks for watching, homies. Peace out.